Hi Year 3 and welcome back to your second spelling lesson. Remember, we're looking at the prefix dis this week. When we add that to a root word, it changes its meaning, so it makes it mean the opposite. It often has a negative meaning and it means does not. Okay, you're going to need a pen or a pencil and a piece of paper. The first thing we're going to do is a little dictation. So I'm going to read you 3 sentences and I'd like you to write them down. Remember, you can pause the video if I'm going too quickly and always go back and play it again. So replay the video. I'll read a sentence with one of our spelling words in it for this week. Try and make sure that you use your best handwriting and you don't just try and spell our spelling word correctly, but try and spell all the other words too. Then we'll go through and you can check your answers. So, ready with a pen or a pencil and a piece of paper? Here's your first sentence. The little boy was very disappointed that his ball went in the river. So I'll read that again. The little boy was very disappointed that his ball went in the river. Make sure you've got a capital letter at the beginning and a full stop at the end of that sentence. See if you can underline our spelling word as well. Which is our spelling word in that first sentence? Number 2. The girl disobeyed her mum and stayed out too late. The girl disobeyed her mum and stayed out too late. The girl disobeyed her mum and stayed out too late. Make sure you've got a capital letter at the beginning, full stop at the end, and underline our spelling word in that sentence. Okay, number 3 coming up. The football team was at a disadvantage. The football team was at a disadvantage because they only had 9 players. The football team was at a disadvantage because they only had 9 players. Okay, remember you can go back if you missed any of those sentences. Make sure you've got capital letters and full stops at the end, because here are the sentences. So check back your work. Number 1, our spelling word in that sentence was disappointed. Check your spelling of that sentence. And our spelling word in particular, disappointed. Number 2, our spelling word in this sentence was disobeyed. Check your spelling there and the rest of your spelling in the sentence, making sure that you use the correct to here, so T-O-O, stayed out too late. And our last sentence was the football team was at a disadvantage because they only had 9 players. So our spelling word there was disadvantage. Okay, your challenge for today. Can you write 2 more sentences using any of our dis words? So if we go back to our words here, can you choose 2 more of those words and write them in your own sentences, making sure you've got a capital letter at the beginning and a full stop at the end? Okay, pause the video here, have a go at that, make sure you're spelling those spelling words correctly. Well done, Year 3, and see you tomorrow for our third spelling lesson.